Good morning and welcome. Today we will discuss the section Listening to Speeches. It is the third chapter in Module 1 of the book Fundamentals of Language. Okay, before beginning the discussion of topics, we have to form a fairly clear idea of what a speech is. Speech is a commonly used word. You have listened to many speeches, I guess. What is the difference between a speech and a conversation? Of course, such differentiations are not easy. You cannot dream of having rigid definitions, but we need a working definition. It is a matter of convenience, nothing else. We can understand speech as a form of communication, of course. In a conversation, two or more people are involved, and many people speak simultaneously or at the same time. But usually, in a speech, one person speaks. He transmits his ideas or information, and others listen to him or her. Of course, you have the freedom to raise questions, criticize him, critique his positions, disagree. But all these things come after the speech. When the speech is underway, we generally note down the points. We make a mental note or note down things on a sheet of paper or in an electronic device like your mobile phone. So that's a speech. It's more formal than a conversation. Let's begin with the question, why listen to speeches at all, especially as students? I think you are accustomed to listening to lectures or speeches in classrooms. When we were students, classes in the traditional sense of the term were rare. Most of our teachers would come to the class and deliver a long lecture, maybe 45 or 50 minutes. So it was binding on our part to pay special attention to what they said. Actually, the more you listen to speeches, better will be your listening skills. In other words, speeches are a wonderful and ideal platform where you can acquire and improve listening skills. It's an excellent and ideal platform to acquire and sharpen listening skills. That's the first point to be noted. And as students, you will have to listen to a lot of speeches, not only in the classroom, but in seminars and workshops and similar platforms. If you possess exemplary listening skills, things are going to be smooth and easy for you. So, good listening skills are a great asset in your academic odyssey, in your academic journey. A good speech appeals to you. A good speech appeals to two aspects of your mental apparatus. One is that it appeals to your emotions and your intellect. It entertains you, it stimulates your ideas. A good speech also has the ability to inspire and inform and enlighten the speakers. There are a few steps in effectively and meaningfully listening to a speech. Let us briefly discuss them. The first thing is to understand the purpose. The speaker who stands in front of you has got a purpose or a goal in his mind or in her mind. And unless we realize that goal, things are not likely to be smooth. So we should align ourselves with the goal and the overall sensibility of the speech. Second one is, when you listen to a talk, for example, on globalization or issues of gender, you can predict, you can guess, you can say in advance what is going to come up next. So the ability to predict things is very helpful in is smooth in enhancing your listening skills. Third one is fairly simple. As I already told you, when you listen to a serious speech, take a sheet of paper or a notebook or your mobile phone and note down important points which are unclear to you, the points where you need further clarifications, or those points which you find impossible to agree with, so that you can raise them once the presentation or speech is over, so that there will be what you call a brainstorming session. A lot of ideas will be raised and exchanged, and things are going to be very, very nice. Then the next one is easily said than done. We have to remain focused throughout the speech or presentation, which is not at all easy, because the average attention span of a person is, I'm not very sure, but still I would say 10 to 12 minutes. You cannot continue to read a book for 45 minutes with the same intensity and concentration. You can do that. You have to take short breaks. So it's a case of listening to someone. It's not easy to remain focused, but we have to do that. And the best method is to take very short breaks, which are not going to take your concentration away. Just look to a different object. Then what else? Just stretch yourself a little bit. In these ways, you can break your concentration span into small pieces, as a result of which the overall concentration span is going to increase. And finally, we must be thoroughly and completely involved in the process of listening. We must be sincere, we must be passionate about it. So we have to involve or engage completely in the process, so that we can considerably increase our listening skills. There are a few areas on the basis of which you can assess a speech. These are the points which you have to bear in mind while listening to a speech. One, you must be mindful about the tone of the speaker. Is he serious? Is he frivolous? Is he contemptuous? Is he arrogant? So the tone. Is he pleasant? Is he clear? Is he emphatic? A lot of things are there. So the tone of the speaker counts a great deal. Second one, the subject or theme of the speech. Third one, what is the significance or importance of the speech under the present circumstances? Fourth one, what are the techniques used by the speaker? How does he present a subject? How does he introduce a question? And does he make use of figures of speech like simile, exaggeration, understatement, personification, etc. So these are the four things you have to bear in mind, the 4 points you must take into account while listening to a speech. One is the tone of the speaker, second one is the theme of the speech, third one is the significance or relevance of the speech, and finally the stylistic and rhetorical devices or features used by the speaker.